Hello, hello everyone, and thank you for being here. So, I am Shu Allegra, and I am the author of The Stress Relief Method, a 6 step guide to creating a life with less stress. So, I wanted to take the opportunity today to read the first chapter because that first chapter tells about my story and gives kind of gives the essence, of this book, how this book got started, and why even the stress relief method got created. So I'm gonna get here to the chapter I want to read, and I'll be sharing my screen and also be reading along because I know that I have friends with different needs. So for my friends who are visual, they'll be able to read along with me, and friends who are auditory can actually listen to me read, and you can do both, whichever works for you. I just want to make this as accessible as I can, and for friends who might want the PDF for version of the first chapter, for maybe to translate in braille or anything like that, just please let me know. Just email me. I'll make sure that you get a copy of PDF format of the first chapter so that you can get it translated in a way that is more accessible to you. But for right now, what I'm able to do with the resources I have right now is to offer the visual part for those who want to read, and then also the auditory portion for those who are listening to me. So let's read this first chapter. I used to be a woman who was tossed around by her challenges. My mood used to be a reflection of my circumstances. Every little thing stressed me out. I thought I had every reason or excuse to be stressed out. From bringing a new country with not much support, to raising children with medical and developmental needs, to being a single mom after working so hard to maintain a difficult marriage for a decade. I thought I had the right to be stressed out. I thought it was normal for me to be stressed, but I learned that my circumstances do not have to control my mood, my emotions, and the rest of my life. I learned that I had control over how I felt about the things that were happening to me. I learned that life will keep happening, but I am in charge of maintaining my peace and my joy. Stress led to depression, anxiety, and a load of health issues. Let me rephrase that. My response to my stressors led to depression, anxiety, and a load of health issues. I was determined to take my joy and my health and my life back. I was tired of stress robbing me of the life I was holding on so tightly. I was hanging by a thread, and I was determined to no longer live that way. I came to the conclusion that surviving is not living, and I wanted to live. This awakening started back in November of 2014. I had a kidney stone, my second one. I had surgery for a kidney stone about 6 years prior. Back in November of 2014, I went to the hospital for an outpatient procedure to remove this second kidney stone. After completing the required blood work, taking my temperature and my vital signs, the medical staff informed me that I had a high fever. This fever was an indication of an infection, and they could not proceed with the surgery. I needed to be admitted. I was shocked. I was frustrated. I was upset. I was scared about the outcome and worried about my kids. I was supposed to be home that evening, not stuck in a hospital bed. What I didn't realize at that time was that my body was not well. And it wasn't just a kidney stone, it was an accumulation of many things, an accumulation of all the things I have been through this far. All of the stress had caught up to me. After being released from the hospital a week later, I went home. I went from just having a kidney stone to needing more doctors I ever needed in my whole life. The urologist who treated my kidney stone referred me to a gastrointestinal doctor because they found out that my liver enzymes were high. After the GI doctor, I found myself back at the neurologist. Then I started seeing a rheumatologist and an endocrinologist, a vascular doctor, and a couple of others that I don't even recall. From that hospitalization, I went through 2 years of intense medical care, countless of medical tests, and many prescriptions. Not much was found after all this workup. Nevertheless, I followed the doctor's recommendations. I made a few changes to my diet and lifestyle, and I was finally starting to feel better. I didn't lose as much weight I hoped, but I was feeling and looking healthier after those 2 years. Then the most unimaginable thing happened. At the young age of 33, I had a stroke. I was in the prime of my life. My business, my career were taking off. I had finally achieved emotional healing and wellness. I thought all was good, but the damage was already done. Although all seemed well, my body had internalized and endured so much in the past few years that it gave up on me. Don't be me. Don't wait until you're stuck in a hospital bed to rethink the way you take care of yourself. Don't wait for a stroke or a heart attack to decide to change things in your life. Reduce, better yet, eliminate your stressors right now. Start living now. Start living today. Out of this experience came the stress relief method, a 6 step guide to help you create a life of less stress. I hope you value your life enough to give it a try. I know that your life is worth way more than the stress you're enduring right now. But do you believe it? I truly hope so. When I started changing the way I viewed the things that came at me, my level lessened. When I decided to take my life back, I then stopped letting everything and everyone stress me out and affect my mood. Yes, it was a paradigm, I can say it, paradigm shift, but one that was worth making because I am worth it, and so are you. So there you go. That was the first chapter. And it tells my story. And it tells, oh, yes. And even just reading that, I'm sorry if I was a little too lively, but just all of that just comes back. And, with every word, I can kind of feel, go back to there, go back in time and kind of feel this emotion I felt right there, then, and just be so grateful. I'm grateful that I am here. I'm grateful that I am, well enough to do this, to put this in writing so that I can help others. Um, so the stress relief method, came out of my own experience, and I had to use it, and I had to apply it in my own life before I can, teach others about it. But as I applied it in my life and saw the changes and saw what, how it helped me. Then as I started my counseling career and up my practice and all that, and counseling, coaching, and consulting, I started using that same method, the same strategies to help others. And it's amazing how just to see the changes in people's lives. And sometimes I get people tell me, it's like, well, my life has not changed. I'm still, this mom taking care of, kids with special needs, and life can be stressful. We're running left and right to the doctor and back and forth to, all the therapy and all that. But I'm feeling better. So you might even wonder, like, how can they be feeling better when the life sounds so chaotic? Well, it's because they learned to apply this stress relief method and learn that, your peace does not, depend on all these outside factors. Life will keep happening, right? But you are in charge. Just like I came to that realization, I am in charge. I am in control of my peace and my joy. I had to reclaim that. I had to take that back. And it wasn't easy, but it works. It works. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for, listening to me read the first chapter, and thank you for, reading along with me if that's what you're doing. And I look forward to being able to support you. And if you have not got your copy yet, go, the link will be posted, grab your copy right away. And the ebook version is on sale. I think it's less than $1 for 99 cents. But this will only last until 11:59 p.m. Eastern time on December 1st. So after December 1st, the book goes to full price, but even full price will still be affordable. And I really, really hope, like I said, I hope that you value your life enough to give this a try, to give this stress relief method a try. I know that you are worth more than the stress that you're enduring right now. And I hope that you believe that too. Take care, and it's time to find relief.